Hello guys, thanks for tuning into another video here. I wanted to give you an update on Bitcoin versus Dash and just show you which one is being more profitable at the moment. So I've currently invested 1 terahash into Bitcoin mining contracts, and that is equal to about $180 to set up this 1 terahash. And my Dash contract is 20 mega hashes, and that costs about $120. So I have invested more in Bitcoin, but I just want to look at the sort of daily payouts and see which one is actually producing more. So if I go here to my payouts, my last Bitcoin payout was 0.0002903, and my Dash payout was 00250609. So I made a little spreadsheet just inputting those amounts into this cell. So I have a Bitcoin payout of this mined per day and Dash of this mined per day. The price of the coins, so let's just go back to the chart real quick. So right now Bitcoin is sort of treading water right at 2,600. Touched off the cloud here, and it's had quite a few, maybe 4, almost 5 up days since hitting a low of about 2,400. So I've used a value of 2,600 as the Bitcoin price. And if we go to Dash here, Dash had a high of almost $230 a Dash coin. So that was really cool. But it has pulled back to about 208. And so I'll use the value of 208. So according to my calculations, I am getting about 75 cents per day mining Bitcoin with 1 terahash, and 52 cents per day mining Dash with a 20 mega hash contract. So if I calculate that out per week, Bitcoin will give me about $5.28, Dash $3.65. But my amount invested in Bitcoin is 180, a little more. So that is a price of $3.46 a week for the first year. So that leaves me a profit of $1.82 in Bitcoin, or 53% over my investment cost. And Dash is $120 invested. Investment per week is about $231, and profit is $134. So that's about a 58% profit. So it looks like as of now, my Dash contract is beating out my Bitcoin contract. So therefore, I think I'm going to be upgrading my Dash a little bit more frequently than Bitcoin right now. And my long-term goal is to just acquire Bitcoin. I mean, I'm not super interested in Dash long-term because it does have, from what I understand, has a central sort of structure. Whereas, of course, Bitcoin has, decentralized blockchain approach, transfer money, tons of benefits. So I could convert on my Dash at some point when it makes sense to Bitcoin. But if it's more profitable to mine Dash, then I want to obviously increase the mining contract that's more profitable. And then if I need to, I can just do a little conversion to get it over to Bitcoin. So at 1 terahash Bitcoin, I'm getting about a 53% profit over my investment for the first year. And the Dash 20 megahertz, 20 mega hashes per second, I am getting a 58% profit. So it's not much different, but clearly the Dash is kind of beating out Bitcoin. So now the only other thing I want to look at is what is the possible future. So if we look at the chart here in Dash, we've had these kind of run-ups and pullbacks that kind of stair-step up higher and eventually, lead to new highs. And I fully expect this to continue. Now, I'm not exactly sure what, we're going to top out at maybe by January of next year. But I'm definitely liking the price projection on Dash. Whereas Bitcoin has had this huge run up and kind of pull back and then run up again, pulled back, but it has sort of consolidated here and kind of treaded water and not shot back up to a new high, which I fully expect it to do after the SegWit is resolved by August 1st. And so what I'm thinking is that the Bitcoin price could shoot up and test this $3,000 high and possibly go higher, which I'm expecting it to go higher. And it just depends on how that happens versus Dash. So let me go back to my spreadsheet here. And I'll just put in a price of, let's say Bitcoin hits $3,400. And let's say Dash has a good time. Let's say it hits 250. Well, we can see right here that my profit in Bitcoin is going to be higher than Dash if this happens. So it really does kind of depend on the price of the coin at the end of the day. I imagine that the mining per day might be affected a little bit at these contract levels, but I'm just going to assume that this stays the same. And I think the Dash difficulty is a little bit less than Bitcoin right now, so that could be a factor as well. But this is leading me to say it might make sense just to upgrade my Bitcoin contracts, because then, you know, if it really does hit this high of 3,400 or even 3,800, like a recent Goldman Sachs article had it, you know, possibly touching 3,800. I think by the end of the year, that article said. And Dash, let's say Dash goes crazy and hits 300. Well, at a price of 300, that's going to beat out Bitcoin. But you can see that it's pretty close here. I mean, 275, yeah, 109, 285. You know, it's going to be pretty close. But if for some reason Dash kind of consolidates and collapses back to 200, then Bitcoin is really going to be way more profitable at this higher level. And, you know, that kind of satisfies my long-term goals of really just being in more Bitcoin. Because, well, I do think Dash has some maybe intermediate to near-term benefits. Long-term, I'm more a believer in Bitcoin. So, anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope it helps just kind of see what these contracts will produce. And, you know, I have had 2 payouts in my Bitcoin, and, you know, it basically takes about a week to get a payout, and it's been about, like $4 to $5 per week. So had 2 payouts so far, and that's about like $9, $10. So original investment of 180, you know, produces like $10 in 2 weeks. And, you know, some might say, oh, why is that a good investment? $180 up front to get $10 over 2 weeks. But this is open-ended. I mean, this could go on till, you know, 2020, 2021 maybe. And if it's producing this or more each week, I mean, you can see how that really starts to add up. So that's why I'm doing it. But I do want to always kind of compare these things and see really how my mining contracts are doing, because I don't want to just, you know, be sinking money in this and not really have the benefits of it. But I do think it'll be profitable over long term, so that's why I'm in it. All right, guys, have a good one. Talk to you later.